Hello everyone, TMMgamer here, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you another one of my FIFA 13 live commentaries. Now, today, as you can see, I'm going to be playing with Brazil. I'm going to be playing in 4-3-1-2, and that's the lineup there if you're interested. So let's dive straight in and search for an opponent. Now, this game is being recorded pretty much straight away after my France live commentary. So, I haven't had an opportunity to obviously respond to any comments or what have you, so if you've asked for anything specific in this commentary, I apologise. But the first thing I want to talk about quickly today is sort of on that theme. If you guys have any teams you want me to play with in head-to-head, I'm quite happy to try them out, because obviously, as you guys have probably been worked out by now, I've been trying to play with as many different teams as possible. You know, I've been playing with Uruguay, France, Brazil in this game, trying to keep it fresh and interesting for you, and trying to encourage you guys to play with teams that you haven't tried before. So hopefully I can manage to do that. If you've got any recommendations, just shout them out and I'll be quite happy to try them out. But let's talk a little bit about Brazil first. Brazil obviously have many fantastic attacking players. They really do, and this is tremendously bad defending. Oh, I got away with that. They have lots of great attacking players in this. They've got Hulk, who is a machine. He's an absolute tank in this game. Sometimes he can't be stopped. I have no idea why, but he just really is a monster. But in addition to Hulk, you've got Neymar, you've got Oscar, you've got... there's so many players that you really are spoilt for choice. So you can put 5 or 6 really top-class attacking players in. Oh, that was poor. Really got away with that. Come on, shoddy defending. And I've been given a free kick there. It's a very generous referee. But yeah, in addition to this, their defence is very solid as well. You've got Dani Alves and Marcelo as the fullbacks, and my days, you've punted that upfield. You've got Dani Alves and Marcelo as the fullbacks, 2 really good fullbacks. And then what I've decided to go for at centre-back is Dante and Thiago Silva. Now, you see quite a lot of people decide to go for David Luiz, and David Luiz is one of those players who is just insanely good for his rating. But Dante is one of my favourite defenders as well, so you really are spoilt for choice in their multitude of positions with Brazil. So I'm going to try a near post finish as I try and drag it to the far post. Proves how badly I podged the analog stick there. And no, little tip, never ever have your fullbacks take a corner. Never. It's just a terrible idea because they're going to be so far out of position. Marcelo is my left back, so he's taking a corner on the right hand side of the pitch. By the time he's ran all the way back, they could have scored 3 goals. That was a really bad corner. Keep it in? Never mind. But yeah, it's just a terrible idea. And that's one thing you've really got to be aware of when you're playing a guy online. If you're defending a corner... Oh, that was... bit unlucky. I turned right into him there. Oh, he's prodded it. Get up! Right, I should be 3 or 4-0 down. This has been a pretty bad start. Okay, let's wake up. But yeah, like I said in the last commentary, I haven't really played a lot of FIFA, so this is me slowly chipping the layers of rust off. I'll battle, lad. Cheers, ref. The referee's definitely on my side with a couple of generous calls right here, so... fingers crossed I can reward... What are you doing? What are you doing, Marcelo? Thank you for just not running to my perfectly weighted through ball. I mean, that's greatly appreciated. Yeah, but another slight change to the personnel, what I've done here, is I've played Hernandez, and you are just onside, are you not? Oh, that was good play. Hulk was offside. Yeah, that initial ball was meant to be dinked through to Hulk there, but never mind. But yeah, what I've decided to do is play Hernandez in midfield, because Hernandez has really good technical stats. He's a very good midfielder, but he has slightly poorer physical stats. I think he only has like mid-60s pace and acceleration, which isn't fantastic. But when you have players in Brazil, and why do you not let that drop and then hit a through ball instead of trying to dink it with your head, which is never ever going to work? Good work from Neymar there. But yeah, when you've got so much pace in other areas of the team, and Brazil really are not lacking for pace, having a guy in midfield with this fantastic ability to spray these passes, and once Hulk stopped his run, because he would have shredded your own Boateng there, never mind. When you've got a midfielder like Hernandez who can pick those passes, it doesn't matter that he's not slow, he's not particularly quick, sorry, because he's not really going to be running anywhere. All he does is just get into this little part of the pitch, spray the passes. Then Fred drops deep, back to Hernandez, knocks it into Gustavo, who's the holding midfielder, sprays it wide to Oscar. Little dink. Little lob. Oh, that was a good little move. But you see how Brazil works, especially in this formation. You know, it's all about players dropping off, offering up short space. And I took the corner with Alves when I'd said not to, but that was a great corner. Fred, you know. But you saw how Brazil work. You know, they're great at passing, little intricate dinks, chips over the top, you know, the pacey forwards, you know, people dropping short, offering space. And then even when you go up for corners, they've got Fred, they've got Dante, they've got Thiago Silva, you know, really powerful players. Nice and strong. They can get up there and score you goals. So they really are a very, very well-balanced side. In previous editions of the squad, you had players like Hulk not in it. So that was a little bit of a problem. Because then all of your strikers are pretty much the same. Because you had the Pato, Neymar, you know, all of these strikers were pretty much the same. They're small players, they're quick, they're tricky. But the problem is if you met a back line, and I did try and do too much there, but if you met a back line that was, you know, a beastly back line, and they just sat deep and defended, there was nothing you could do. Oh, yeah, I just had to focus a little bit of defending. I've been switching off a little bit just in games, because normally my defending is pretty solid. You know, it's the best part of my game. But I've been suffering like concentration breakdowns every now and again, which is not good. Especially when you're not taking your chances. You need to concede as little as possible. Oh, tackle. That's alright. That's a great foul to give away. Because on a break like that, you know, it's okay to put the challenge in that far up the pitch and miss it, because if you make the tackle, you win the ball back in an advanced location, and you know, you can possibly score a goal. And if you do end up fouling him, it enables you to sit back and, you know, set up. You know, the time to lunge in is when you like, oh, hang on. Oh, that was really badly defended. He took that chance really nicely, to be fair. Should have put pressure on a little bit early, but I was wary of the back post scumbag roll across the 6-yard box. But you know, with that challenge earlier, you know, I could get away with putting a tackle in there because I was quite deep in my opponent's half. You don't want to do that when you can see you've got really few numbers at the back. You know, that's the whole point of my defensive tutorials. You know, it's all about knowing when to put a tackle in. So it's a bit of an imperfect science. Every now and again you are going to make the wrong decision. Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up too much. But just try and learn from what went wrong. Oh, yes. That was a delicious goal. And Hulk's just glitching out a little bit. But you see that, you know, little poke ball through, put into the bottom corner. You know, Brazil have those players in midfield who can pass really nicely. They've got the pace up front. They've got the power up front as well. They are very, very nicely balanced. So Danny, you're going to try and run around me, are you, son? Neymar's tracking back. Shame he's got, like, pathetic strength, because otherwise he would have put a challenge in there. Let's get that away. Good clearance, Marcelo. Barely got it off floor height. Gustavo. Yeah, and Gustavo plays an important role in this as well, because you've got all of these very, very attacking players. It's nice to have a guy in there who can put a tackle in. And that's Hernandez's problem right there. Slow. You know, most of the time he won't be making those runs though, so the benefits of having him in the team far, far outweigh the negatives, definitely. And that was unfortunate because he's taken out the man who was going to cover that run. Okay. Let's get the block off. And once that was a bit lucky. Just loft that into midfield. Right, now Danny the winger Alves can burst forward. Can you see what happened there? You know, Schweinsteiger checked inside, and that was a bad pass. But Schweinsteiger checked inside there because he's seen me check inside a couple of times. And I do like doing that. But that's why it's so important to keep your attack varied. Because good players will start to predict what you're doing. So it's important to keep your attack, you know, varied and diverse. So if they do make a prediction and make the wrong choice, all of a sudden you're in. And, you know, it gave Dani Alves there so much more space because he incorrectly predicted what I was going to do. So against the very, very best players, or just a good player in general, you might be able to beat him with a technique once or twice. But then eventually he's going to... Oh, and he was in there. Fred was in. Never mind. But yeah, eventually he's going to learn how to deal with that and start to adapt. So you've got to keep yourself flexible. You've got to keep yourself, you know, doing different things. Try and create goals in different ways, because then you'll leave your opponent confused. And because he made the wrong prediction and it burnt him there, he's going to be much less likely to make it... Pardon me, sorry. That was the wrong time for a burp to come, wasn't it? But then he's going to make the wrong prediction. He's going to be burnt, and he's going to be reluctant to do it again. And I was a little bit scrappy in that half. You know, my defending let me down, especially early on. I was lucky not to be further behind Lucky not to be 2-3 goals behind, to be honest. Pretty shoddy, but in a game like this, you have to take your chances, because he's a good player. You know, we've seen already, he's been able to break me down, he's been able to create chances, so getting that goal from a corner, you know, very, very cheap goal, and then as soon as he'd scored and brought it back to 1-1, the very next move, got upfield, got that chance, great finish from Hulk, and now all of a sudden, you know, that's pretty deflating, conceding so quickly after you've scored, because he would have been really disappointed he didn't take one of those chances early on. You know, then he finds himself 1-0 down to a corner, so that's obviously pretty disappointing from his point of view. He manages to battle back, gets that equaliser, and then straight away he's 2-1 down, so he'll be quite high that he scored, and all of a sudden, boom, I've got the goal, I'm 2-1 up again, and that's a problem for him. So it was a very, very interesting... No, that was not to him. Fred's made the most of it, though. Hulk! Oh, that's a bad header. That was a bad header. But that was a nice little dink. But you begin to see, you know, the little intricate play. You know, the midfielders, Neymar dropping deep in that centre attacking midfield role. And yeah, I definitely prefer him there than up front. You know, I'd much rather play Hulk and Fred there and have Neymar behind than have Neymar up front. Oh, what an unbelievable save, Manuel Neuer. That was a tremendous save. Wow, that was class. Put Neymar on the corner. Yeah, the good thing about this as well, you can have Neymar take your set pieces, because he is really poor in the air. You know, Neymar is not going to win a header pretty much any time. Oh, great save again. What is he doing? You've just been burnt from passing out, so you decide to pass out again. Oh, that's a foul, surely. Never mind. But you see there, you know, Brazil are so good. They're a really, really good team. I should play with them more often. The only reason I didn't play with Brazil a lot is, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to shoot here. Oh, good save again. But quickly there, you saw I was in a lot of space, not many options on upfield, all of the strikers were marked, perfect opportunity to shoot. You know, chances are it's not going in. You know, Neuer's a fantastic keeper, but I got a cheap corner. You know, I create a bit of havoc at the back. All of a sudden the ball drops to me, you know, nearly dropped to me and gave me a clear-cut chance then. So you begin to see how the game plan with Brazil works. Little pass and moves, cheeky little balls down the flank to the pacey strikers if it's on. If it's not on, step up and try and catch him offside. Never mind. Oh, good save, Julio Cesar. But yeah, good bit of defending there in the end. After initially a poor start, that's Cesar's. That's Cesar's. Well in, lad. You saw that. Get players in the way, try and slow them down as much as possible. And then when he had the shot under pressure, and that was a really poor kick. Oh, Oscar nearly made something of it, though. Bayern are a dangerous team as well, so you'd never, ever guaranteed a win against Bayern. They still probably are my favourite team. So he went for the scumbag. You know, that's the thing. You make sure at that angle you block that easy cross or the easy square. Early on in the game, you saw the guy. He turned inside. He put it into the top corner. Great goal. You know, you just sit there and go, great finish, well done. If I'd have charged in and missed the challenge, he would have got a goal 100% because he had the guy unmarked to the back post. It is much, much more preferable to stay inside and try and block the pass than it is to try and lunge in and block the shot at that point. Now, it's all about playing percentages at FIFA. Now, you do... Oh, you're so lucky! But yeah, you always pick the option that will work the majority of the time. That doesn't mean it's going to work all the time. Nothing does work all the time, you know. It's a football game. If something worked all the time, the best team would always win, and that's not the case because you have upsets in FA Cups and all that sort of stuff. So just pick the option that you think would work the most. And if it doesn't work, don't worry, because right here, for example, if he wants to shoot from there, that's fine, because most of the time Cesar would save it, and that is so bad. That's a great challenge, though. In that little example there, it's okay that he had a shot there because most of the time Cesar will save it like I did. If I would have put that challenge in and missed, he would have had a much easier chance to score. There we go, little 1-2. Oh, come on! Put an inch more power into that. Why is Gustavo so far upfield as well? I'm on defensive, but you see here, just sit deep, let him come onto you, just get in the way, and then Cesar will make the save. If I'd have gone straight forward, missed that challenge there, chances are, you know, they would have had the opportunity to get a shot on target at a much more favourable position. Oh, run Hulk. Martinez is not that beastly. He's fairly beastly, but not that beastly. And this is another great strength of Brazil's, the counter-attacking, even though I'm absolutely ballsing up at the moment. Oh, that was a bad challenge. Thought I could make that. But see, stay on his inside. If he tries to check in, you put the tackle in. Keep staying on his inside. Leave him there. It's not a problem if he's there. Put the block in. And this is how you defend on FIFA. Play those percentages. Right. Oh, that's a bad touch. That's a really bad touch. Oh, that's just going upfield. And don't be afraid to punt it upfield as well. If you're under pressure, you know, Alves could have tried something cheeky and lost out there. Oh, nearly. Battle Hulk. Oh, a bit more power required. Right, I'm going to hit this with Hulk. Oof, crashed over. But you see there, just defend the percentages. Defend the percentages all the time. Don't lunge in when you're in a dangerous position. If you want to lunge in, make sure you're well within your opponent's half. And that was class. That was absolutely class, and Hulk's destroyed him. Run, Hulk. Run, lad. Double tap the cross. Oh, come on, Hernandez. Get there, get there, get there. Good dink. Fred, nearly there, lad. Run, Gustavo. Right. Let's just get the shovel upfield. That was a bit of a panicky clearance there. Oh, Marcello. That's alright. That's a decent free kick to give away, because it enables us to set back up again. He's going to pass that short. Ah, no, overran it. See, don't lunge in. Never lunge in. And then put the challenge in when he runs in towards you. Just wait for him to commit. Wait for him to commit to a decision. And then you put the tackle in. Never put the lunge in at that point. So let's dink that down the line. Oh, a bit too much on the ball. But you begin to see now, he's playing, I think he's on high pressure, because he really is charging up the field to try and win this. But he's not had the real opportunity to break me down. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I really got away with that. Now that's the time to punt that. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, because you saw there, I tried to be clever, nearly cost me a goal. Don't lunge in all the time. Don't lunge in, let him come to you, make the mistake. Yeah, I know I bang on about this all the time, but it is so important. This is why I defend as well as I do. Oh, it was... I thought it was Neymar running through, and I didn't realise that was Lam. Let's see. Let's keep manually run players back. Stay on his inside. Stay on his inside. Doesn't matter if he goes wide there. Tries to put the shot in. Julio says, makes the save 99 times out of 100. Play the percentages all of the time in defence. Big head away. Don't lunge in, wait for him to do something. Put the tackle in again. Right, I'm going to shoot from inside my own half with Dante. Oh, I didn't line it up. Oh, it would have trickled in as well. No. Definitely worth a pop from there. But guys, this was a pretty scrappy win at the end of the day. But these are the games that make you a good FIFA player. I really didn't play well this game. I butchered several attacking opportunities. Early on in the game, my defence was very, very shaky. He could have scored a couple of goals early on. But you begin to see the mentality of my defending and how it works and why it works. Have a quick look at the match stats. Sorry again. He had a lot of shots there, but you saw from within the game, I was running you through what I was thinking about when I was defending, managing where he has those shots from. A lot of the shots were from tight angles or from outside the area when he's under pressure. Against a good keeper, 99% of the time, he will save it. It's much better to let him do that and let him have a pop than it is to try and put that lunge challenge in, mess up, and give him that easy chance. So guys, I hope you've really enjoyed the game. This is a very, very good game to learn from, I think, of just what you're looking to do when you're defending. So guys, once again, thank you so much for watching, and have a